Todd has a stock head because he likes stock performance. I have a ported head because I like ported performance.
Sure.
Because I don't have a warhead on my truck, so this is the best I can afford.
This is actually pretty sweet. We've been wanting to do this for a long time, and we got the program right. We got this thing set up right. This is a CNC ported head. We didn't take off the intake manifold, right?
Yeah, the intake shelf has stayed intact, and the porting isn't like spotless. There's still some, what do you call it, shadowing and stuff. Because all these heads have core shift. They move around a little bit. Mm-hmm. If you try to take every ounce of material out of them, you're going to make them thin and make them crack.
Yeah.
So this is a street-ready, ported, stock-style head that uses a stock valve. That's important.
Because it fits in a stock bore.
Fits in a stock bore, exactly.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. But we did touch up the exhaust runners, right?
Just a little bit on the exhaust runners.
And a lot of bowl work, and they're awesome. So we took these and had them flowed. Now talk to us about flow benches, and are they all the same?
So let me tell you about Shane Studley. Shane Studley, Precision Cylinder Heads, is an old drag racer. You can see he's got tons of trophies all over the shelf. He is hardcore about head flow. Shane hates turbos. He thinks turbos and boost is retarded.
Yep.
And so when we brought this diesel stock head in and he flowed it, he was like laughing. He's like, 130 CFM? He's like, I don't even get out of bed for 130 CFM. I mean, it was pretty bad. Anyway, so then we CNC ported this head and brought it back and flowed it. And Shane, in his own words, is like, dang, you guys did a good job. He's like, this head never stalls out. I've never seen that much flow on such a, like, he was impressed with that small of a valve, the kind of flow numbers we're getting. So even big block gasser, hardcore Studley type people, you know, might have a mullet, might not, you know, guys that are hardcore into this, they can appreciate a precision ported head.
So things that you'll notice difference when we zoom in, you'll see the bowl work is huge. In the stock head, there's a lot of material in there. There's a big, huge swirl ramp. There's a ton of material around the valve stem that comes into the bowl. There's a lot of material there that we can get rid of safely without compromising reliability and pick up a ton of flow. And so, you know, when you see them back to back, you can really see how much we took out and why this one flows so much better. So talking flow, let's talk numbers.
So flow numbers. First off, usually when you port things, you lose low lift numbers. Generally, you're trading some low lift flow for high-end flow numbers. Amazingly, with this size valve, we didn't go so crazy in the port job. The actual low lift numbers picked up a little as well.
A touch, just a touch.
So stock head, right out of the box at 100 thousandths lift, this head flowed, what, 57 CFM on the intake and 47 on the exhaust.
So you guys, when he says 100 thousandths lift, what that means is when the valve has moved 100 thousandths of an inch, so it's just off the seat, how much does it flow? That's what he's talking about lift, is how far the valve is moving.
So 57 cubic feet per minute at 28 inches. That's a pretty good standard on flow benches, and 47 on the exhaust side. This ported head flowed 61 CFM on the intake, so we're talking 4 CFM increase, and 48.1 on the exhaust, which is about 1 CFM. But at 100, we didn't lose anything, which is
good,
awesome for a ported head.
Yeah.
This head stalled out right at 400 thousandths lift. We could not get any more flow. Now keep in mind, a factory cam lifts the valve more than 400 thousandths. So Cummins is lifting your valve up into that 500 thousandths range, but the head does not flow anymore.
It stalls out.
It stalls out. On the intake, we got 131 CFM, and the exhaust got 139 CFM. What's awesome or interesting about that, the exhaust, factory exhaust, is a 1.65 inch valve. The intake is a 1.77 inch valve. So even though the exhaust has a smaller valve, it actually flows more air on a factory Cummins engine.
Odd.
It's, part of it is the seat angle is a little steeper on the exhaust, so it'll flow a little more. On this head with factory valves, the exact same valves we put in here, this thing peaked out and it didn't stall out till up there 700 thousandths lift. Crazy big lift. More than you're ever going to run. Todd, what's the biggest cam you've ever ran on your truck?
Like 750, 760.
750,
That's
760
a huge
lift.
cam.
So any street guy is not going to run out of flow. They can lift this as high as they can physically fit in their street engine. And
but before you go there,
keep going.
What did this do at 400 lifts? So apples to apples, 400 here versus 400 here. What did it do?
400 to 400, this one flowed 181 on the intake side. That's a 38% increase. And this one flowed 185 CFM on the exhaust, 33% increase.
So again, 131 here, 181 here for intake, 138 here, 184 here, 185 on exhaust. So huge gains.
So big gains. And then when you take this all the way up, if you have a bigger than, you get into these bigger cams and stuff, even the stock cam will pick up some because this is over 400. But at peak lift, this was at 750, which is huge. We got 195 on the intake and 203 on the exhaust. So we're talking over 200 CFM on this cast iron factory head that you can drop into your street truck, and it'll run great. What we've really seen in testing, you get that big exhaust flow, it helps exhaust gas temperature.
Yes.
Lower AGT helps with cracking. It reduces cracking on the turbine wheel, the turbine housing,
your injector,
the head,
hold down,
your injector, everything. So getting exhaust temp out of the engine is a benefit. Two, that picks up some efficiency. When you run lower exhaust temp, that means less of your fuel energy is getting wasted out the exhaust and temperature. It's turning into horsepower pushing the piston down. If you inject the same amount of fuel and you have lower EGT, your engine is more efficient.
Also, it'll drop your boost down, which makes your turbocharger more efficient. You don't have to run such a high amount of boost to make the same power. Now,
so there's not as much back pressure.
Yes, I'm not against running lots of boost, and you can make a lot of power through a stock head, and you do that by cranking up the boost. You do the crank up the boost on this guy, you're making a lot more flow, a lot more power. So for the same boost numbers, you will make more power with this than this every day of the week.
In the gasoline performance world, generally when they're figuring out how much power they can make, they take the naturally aspirated numbers and they just multiply it. If you add 1 bar of pressure, which is 14.5 pounds, that's about double stock pressure, you generally double the horsepower in a stock engine.
Yeah.
So whatever it makes non-boosted, that just gets multiplied by the amount of boost you're putting into there. This exact same thing happens on a diesel. If you can get more flow in and out of the head, you're going to make more power. Now, we're not going to falsely push you guys to think this is the end all be all, put a ported head and you're going to make 1 million horsepower. It is still very beneficial on a stock head to just add more boost and add more fuel.
You'll make more power.
That's the easy, cheap way to add power. But if you're upgrading your head, if it's cracked, your head gasket's blown, you might as well put a ported head because everything is better with a ported head. It just makes more power. It's more efficient.
This stage 1 should be a great street driver. I mean, for tow trucks, daily duty, this is not a crazy all-out performance head. This is an awesome upgrade for any truck on the street. And it's affordable. We want to make something that's really affordable. This is kind of between the stock head and the Hamilton. You know, if you're making big power, I like the Hamilton heads. They're very nice. They have big flow. But if you don't want to spend that kind of dough, this is a nice in-betweener for the guys looking for, 700 horsepower, 750 horsepower and under. This is a great option.
So if you're one of those guys that needs to fire ring or O-ring your head to keep blowing head gaskets, or your stock head's just cracked, or just, you're building a new engine, whatever, This is a very affordable option. It's brand new. There's no core.
Yeah.
And it's ported. And it's CNC ported, so every port flows the same. That's another thing that Shane was impressed with. He couldn't believe the port-to-port flow, how similar it was on this. I'm like, well, it's a machine, not an arm, buddy. You know, I mean, they're pretty exact. So.
Yeah. So anyway, we have these in all kinds of configurations, any kind of valve springs, you know, firing, O-ring, whatever you need. Give us a call at the shop. We'll love to help you out, get the right head for you, get the right parts for your truck. And I think that's about it for this parts menu. Anything else?
No, stay tuned as we're going to continue to test and beat on these things and follow along as we build that giveaway truck because it's getting one of these heads too.
Sure is. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next time on the parts bin.
Bye.